afternoon, Stars. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd. Let's check today's headlines.
The COVID-19 death toll reaches a grim milestone.
It's National FFA Week. We'll have the dress-up days for you.
And the Students versus Teachers academic meet is approaching.
Thanks for joining us, Stars. I'm Andrew Kopic.
And I'm Joanna Johnson. It's time for the question of the day. The question is, what fruit group grows in groups called fingers?
Email Radio TV at WBTV and Outlook, or you can give us a call at extension 3134 if you think you know the answer. Fruit group. In our top story, President Biden marked the grim milestone of 500,000 lives lost in the COVID-19 pandemic in an address on Monday night. He mentioned that more Americans have died due to COVID than those lost in World War I, World War II, and Vietnam combined. Flags here at Western Boone are at half staff as a way to pay respect to the families and victims.
In Webone, the high school athletic team is hosting a student versus teachers meet and would love for teachers to compete against the team. The match is scheduled for next Tuesday, March 2nd at 3:15 p.m. in the Radio TV studio. 5 spots still need to be filled, so we encourage you to reach out to Miss Skebe or Miss Foxworthy if you have any interest.
It's National FFA Week, and students are excited to celebrate. This week is meant to celebrate agricultural leaders and the importance of agricultural education within the farming community. Here at Western Boone, the student body celebrates through dress-up days. Today is Camo, Wednesday is Western, Thursday is Pajama Day, and Friday is for repping your blue and gold gear. Thursday at 7 a.m., the annual Teacher Staff Appreciation Breakfast will be hosted in the Food Lab. Now over to Dom for today's interview.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm joined today by Damien Stout and Eli Nicely. So, Damien, how are you guys practicing this year due to COVID?
We're just doing the same old, same old. We wear masks now, so that's the only difference that we got going on.
Okay. Eli, what are some goals you guys have set for this season as a team?
Our goals this season is pretty much to win conference sectionals and go as far as we can.
Okay. So what is your favorite thing you guys do as a team?
My favorite thing is the practices because how chill they are and how laid back they are.
My favorite would be probably winning, just winning, competitive.
Okay, that's all for today's interview. We'll be back with weather after this quick break.
Thank you for joining me, Stars. As you can see with the weather shot, you can see that the sun is shining bright. You can see the reflections off of the car windows, and you can see that the snow is starting to melt. Let's move on to the currents. As you can see, it is sunny outside with a temp of 38 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is out of the west at 14 miles per hour, and here at the weather station, we have 0 inches of precipitation today. Let's move on to the snow map. As you can see, there is quite a bit of snow to the northeast, the north, and the northwest. Sorry about that. You can see that there is still quite a bit of snow, but that is going to melt away with the next warm days. Let's move on to our surface map. As you can see, we do have a low pressure by the panhandle that will continue to move east and bring us a little bit of warm air. There is a few high pressures over on the southwest and the west. However, we won't have to worry about that for a few days. Let's move on to our live radar. You can see there was a few tiny spotted showers in Indiana. However, those have moved on. You can see that the snow and precipitation we had a few days ago has moved past Ohio and is continuing to move east. Let's move on to our extremes. As you can see in Santee, California, they have 87 degrees. In Scout Station, they have a temperature of negative 13 degrees. And in Stampede Pass, Washington, they have a rainfall of 6.52 inches today. Let's move on to the extended. As you can see, Wednesday, we're going to have partly sunny skies with a high of 44 and a low of 25. Thursday, we're going to have a high of 39 and a low of 22 with partly sunny skies. And Friday, we're going to have mostly sunny skies with a high of 44 and a low of 34. That's all for weather. Let's go back to the news desk for the latest on sports.
Thanks, Gage. Now, Zach, I heard the bowling team had a great, amazing weekend. Can you tell us more about it?
It truly was one to remember. Let's get to it.
This Sunday, the bowling team defeated Crawfordsville 11-9. They bowled 869 out of 908 for a 1,777. Jaden Bailey led the score with an exceptional 216 to 194 ratio for a 410 personal best. The Stars will match against the Athenians again next weekend to determine if Western Boone will reign the conference champions. Also, the junior high girls basketball teams took on the Danville Warriors Monday night. 7th grade fell with the score of 14-29, and the 8th grade team also fell 11-20. Both teams will continue to build their communication skills and utilize them against the Zionsville Eagles tomorrow night. That's all for sports. Now back to the news desk for the answer to the question of the day.
Thanks, Zach. And now it's time for the answer to the question of the day. The question was, what fruit grows in groups called fingers?
If you answered bananas, you are correct. The students who answered correctly are Braden Matthews, Cameron Baird, Charles Connors, Emily Parsons, Braden Schick, Nathan Byram, Clara Stanfield, Emma Hosfield, Gracie Bramlett, Jaylee Dickerson, and Kara Hanna.
And the teachers who answered correctly are Mr. Brunty, Mr. Dale, Mrs. Gutierrez, Mr. Harrison, Mr. Riggins, Mrs. Taylor, and Mrs. Walker. That's all for today's broadcast. Thanks for joining us, Stars. I'm Joanna Johnson.
And I'm Andrew Kopic. From all of us at WBTV, have a great day.